I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while Angeline Madriaga sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may now be seated. Welcome, friends and family, to the graduation ceremony of Sobrato High School Class of 2020. Bienvenidos, amigos y familia, a la ceremonia de graduación para la clase de Sobrato 2020.
Xin chào mừng lễ ra trường của Sobrato năm 2020.
Emqua Dahan Metsukum Nab an Sobrato Mirkat Night 2020 Tamar.
소브라토 2020년도 졸업생들을 축하하기 위해 와주신 여러분 모두를 환영합니다.
Por favor, damos la bienvenida a la directora de Sobrato High School. Please join me in welcoming Sobrato High School's principal, Ms. Courtney Macco.
Good evening, Sobrato families, friends, mentors, and graduates. Thank you for joining us tonight as we virtually bring together our senior class for one final bow. Before we begin our program, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our distinguished guests who are cheering on our graduates from home. Board President Carol Gittins, Vice President Wendy Sullivan, and trustees Adam Escoto, Jean Gilliard, John Horner, Heather Orozco, and Mary Patterson. And from our executive cabinet, Superintendent Steve Batondo, Deputy Superintendent and CFO Kirsten Perez, and Assistant Superintendent Fawn Myers, and Pilar Vasquez-Villalba. I would also like to thank our district IT department for their collaboration on this event, and the entire Morgan Hill, South San Jose, and San Martin community for wrapping their arms around this graduating class through decorations around town, video messages, newspaper tributes, and showering individual students in their neighborhoods with love. To our parents and extended families, thank you for sharing your most prized possessions with us for the last 4 years. We are proud to have been their second home. We thank you for your constant support and partnership in their education and for keeping their spirits strong over the past 3 months. To our Bulldog staff, thank you for your dedication to these students we honor today. This has been the biggest professional development you will ever experience in your careers, and you've modeled for our students what it means to be dedicated and resilient. Many years from now, they will remember your kindness, your mentorship, the deep enthusiasm you show for your subject, and in some cases, your patience when they tested your limits. And finally, to our graduates. Every year we are used to saying goodbye to our seniors, and we understand that they have to leave us, but this year is especially hard to accept. As I listened to you speak at one of my favorite events 2 weeks ago, the senior exhibition, I noticed you shared your stories of triumph and setbacks, your admiration for the adults in your life who have been most influential, your desire to be role models for your younger siblings, the commitments you made to give back to our community, a class you took at Sobrato that sparked a passion, close friendships you formed, and hearing the excitement in your voices as you talked about the things that make you happiest. Most of all, I was moved by your support for each other. Presenting to a group of classmates and families as difficult as it is, let alone in a Zoom meeting, but you stepped up. You applauded each presentation, typed words of encouragement into the chat box, and let each other know that you had their back when they got emotional. You, class of 2020, are the epitome of the Sobrato way and what it means to be gritty, responsible, engaged, accountable, and thoughtful of others. This class is full of students who lead by example and show us all what it means to be kind, compassionate, and helpful, because that's just who you are. You have the opportunity to be set free to begin the rest of your lives at a time when your sadness and frustration can be used as fuel for inspiration and change. You are an untraditional class that is doing things in an untraditional way, and our world needs people like you now more than ever. So go out there, disrupt the status quo for the good of humankind, and know that you will always have a special place in our hearts. Thank you for a great 4 years, and I cannot wait to see what is in store for you next. Congratulations, good luck, and we will miss you all. And now, please welcome the Superintendent of Morgan Hill Unified School District, Mr. Steve Batondo.
Principal Macco and Sobrato staff, thank you for all you've done for the class of 2020. All the trustees, the district staff, the parents of graduates, the family and friends before you, we all join you today to recognize the wonderful students who are bound to change the world. Graduates, do you remember the first time you did the math, or that someone told you that you'd be graduating in the year 2020? How great was that revelation? What a unique year, you probably thought. What a special calendar year, 2020. Little did any of us know how unique this year would be. Instead of traditional graduation and a senior year experience that ties you close with those who have graduated in the past and those with similar experiences, you now have a unique experience. You have a tie that binds you to all other graduates of the year 2020. All of the graduates, locally, across the United States, actually around the world. You are a close class to begin with. And I suggest to you that the class of 2020 will be even closer than you could ever imagine because of the unparalleled challenges that you have faced. Lately, you faced them physically apart, but you've shared them as one. So, you have a story to tell. Your class had a destiny with this year, and you now have the responsibility to share whatever you learned to help society create a better future. You are a part of a historical time, but with unique perspective. Your unique perspective will be your tools as you enter into your adult life. How do you share your new appreciation for the human connection? How do you share it with those who come after you? What can you do to help all of us better appreciate our lives by knowing that we are so vulnerable of having our comfortable existence just taken away? In the meantime, we are all honored to celebrate you graduates who've worked so hard to achieve your diploma. So I ask you to value this moment and make a commitment to take nothing for granted. I know that in the hands of the Bulldog class of 2020, our world will be a better place for all. Congratulations, Sobrato class of 2020.
Good evening, and Sobrato class of 2020, staff, family members, and loved ones. Although this is not the ideal graduation ceremony we had all envisioned, we still have the opportunity to celebrate our amazing seniors and commend them for maintaining strength throughout high school and especially now. After spending 4 years at Sobrato High School with the class of 2020, I've never been more confident in the capabilities of my peers that they will continue to take on the challenges they face with a positive and open mindset. I have witnessed our class grow together throughout the years, whether it be forming new friendships, sharing the struggle of AP classes, playing on a team side by side for 4 years, screaming at rallies, or simply eating lunch in the quad. And I have looked back with so much gratitude at how lucky I am to be a part of this class. So thank you, class of 2020, for making such a large impact on campus and leaving a long-lasting impression on everyone around you. I hope you recognize all of your accomplishments the past 4 years and take that with you wherever you choose to go. I wish you all the best of luck, and remember to continue showing everyone what you're capable of accomplishing. Thank you. Please welcome Co-ASB President Caitlin Lyle.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Lyle, and I'm your ASB co-president. As COVID has inadvertently canceled our senior year, I still see the glass half full. I mean, I don't have to imagine 3,000 strangers in the audience naked now, so thank you, COVID. But I don't want us to look back at high school and reminisce on the lack thereof senior year. Instead, I want us to remember all the small moments that we can carry with us for a lifetime. From dodging flying bullets of bird poop together, to stink bombs sophomore year, to fitting over 20 boys, yes, 20 boys in a single porta potty. I've got to say, this class has left the administration on their toes. However, it's these moments that matter, and these moments that have created a unified and unstoppable group of young individuals. I know COVID has taken a lot from us, but let's not listen to future and actually keep our masks on. Can we please agree to not be in sicko mode, but to throw our caps to the highest in the room? Thank you, class of 2020, for no cap, sorry, too soon, being one of the most entertaining and well-rounded group of individuals I've ever met. Please stay safe, and I hope to see you soon. Now, I'm honored to welcome the senior class president, Dylan Tran.
Dear class of 2020, we did it. We have accomplished one of the greatest milestones of our lives, high school graduation. Even in these unprecedented times, we have managed to stay focused and not let the last 4 years of hard work fall into the hands of COVID-19. Our resilience and fortitude has always made us a special class, with an emphasis not on competition, but on collaboration. Although we won't be able to walk across the stage, the significance of our achievements is still recognized, because I know it is through integrity and hard work that got us where we are today. This graduation is a measure of educational and personal commitment for our futures. Today is a momentous occasion for us seniors, so savor these moments, because right now marks the start of a journey for all of us, and it's time to look forward. Thank you. Please welcome Co-Salutatorian Kenneth Bowie.
Hello, fellow seniors of Sobrato. My name is Kenneth Bowie, Co-Salutatorian. I wish I could see all of you in this moment, screaming in your face like I would, but sadly, I'm not allowed to run to each and everyone's house to do so. That being said, even in this horrible situation, quarantine is yet to change my mindset about the students and faculty that at Sobrato. As a freshman, I used to look at the senior tables and ponder what senior year would look like, and although I could not have predicted a global pandemic, I'm still happy with what I see. We walk the halls every day, and as the days turned to weeks and weeks into months, nothing ever seemed to change. We sat together, we laughed together, and we dodged bird poop together. My fellow seniors, I understand your frustration with what is going on right now, but now is not the time to be mad or to worry. For the past 4 years, you have pushed through every obstacle imaginable, and you are still standing. Look down at the gown you are wearing, look up at the cap that is on your head. You have earned it. We have done it. I want to say congrats to all of you, and I want to say that I love each and every one of you, except Jeremy Nguyen. I'll see you soon. It is my honor to introduce Joseph Mosher, Co-Salutatorian.
Hey, would you look at all these beautiful faces? Is what I would have said if I was standing on this stage in front of you. Before I commence my virtual speech, I would love to thank everyone who has brought me here today. My friends, my family, my teachers, and administration, because I could not have done it without all of your support. The novel, A Tale of Two Cities, begins with the quotation, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness." It's a book that I didn't read, but I feel accurately describes my high school experience. High school is a hit or miss, a knockout. Experience. One gains experience by going through challenges. By gaining experience, you're preparing yourself for future challenges. Life is a game of experience versus challenge, and whether or not the challenges you have faced have given you the experience you need to challenge yourself again. I have faith that each and every one of you will be able to leave your high school challenges behind and focus on the experience that you gained to continue to challenge yourself on the road ahead. I wish you all the best of luck and thank you for your attention. I am honored to introduce Valedictorian Dean Tran.
Good evening, class of 2020. First and foremost, I wanted to thank my family, teachers, administrators, and my peers for supporting me throughout these last 4 years. I also want to thank Sobrato for putting together this graduation under these difficult circumstances. We have had a senior year like no other. And despite everything that's happening right now, we completed high school. Nothing, not even coronavirus, can take that away from us. If we learn one thing from our senior year, it is that we are resilient. We've been through a massive power outage, an intense wildfire, and now we're in the midst of a global pandemic. But we haven't let any of that affect us. With each setback, we came out a step forward. As we close this chapter of our lives, we will all be headed to different places. No matter what we do, I know that each and every one of us will have success as long as we stay strong, stay resilient. In the words of Tony Stark, part of the journey is the end. But, class of 2020, remember that this is only the beginning. And now, Principal Courtney Mako will begin the conferring of diplomas.
We will now begin conferring the diplomas.
Khalid Abdallah, Justin Aboud, Leslie Aguilar Artiaga, Marcos Aguirre, Aliyah Ahmed, Christabel Aquite, Cassandra Alanis, Brittany Alberon Flores, William Joseph Alderies, Arnaldo Alvarez Lopez, Alma Alvarez Perez, Genzel Anchetta, William Ansbro, Alec Argel, Lauren Arnott, Jet Asuncion, Savannah Avalos, Isaiah Avery, Cyndia Avila, Amanda Ayala, Kyle Ayala, Joshua Balderas, Armand Banwaite, Jacinda Barncord, Samantha Barnes, Michael Barone, Brandon Barraza, Chloe Barraza, Guadalupe Baron, Isha Bashir, Nicholas Bates, Evelyn Bengel, Ignacio Bettinelli, Raj Bhagat, Joshua Blount, Abigail Brenlin, Alyssa Bruno, Kenneth Bowie, Braden Burkhart, Madison Burrington, Brianna Cosoilo, Cooper Callison, Aziza Calvert, Brianna Calvillo, Brandon Campos Figueroa, Shane Cardenas, Catherine Carr, Leah Case, Litzy Castaneda Engoyano, Felipe Castellon, Christian Castro, Adam Catali, Jacqueline Sedano, Natalie Salayos, Zach Cerny, Nishika Chabra, Danielle Chasson, Usha Changaran Kumarath, Simone Charles, Nathaniel Chase, Andrea Chow, Geneva Chavez, Andrew Chen, Jacob Chimmel, Joseph Clater, Morgan Clinton, Jakari Cooper, Gabriel Cornejo, Jose Correa Castaneda, Zachary Correa, Brent Craig, Jackson Crane, Caleb Cueva, Aaliyah DeRosa, Logan Daly, Harkarit Dillon, Fernando Diaz Olvera, Emily Din, Tyler Doe Odell, Jesse Doan, Christian Dominguez, Michael Donnellan, Andrew Dishkunian, Andrea Dozel Barraza, Dylan Duong Tran, Russell Elliott, Henry Evans, Nicholas Fernandez, Madison Fisher, Kaylee Fitzgerald, Mason Fontaine, Molly Foster, Shaylin Frisbee, Jason Gallegos, Dylan Galipo, Jared Galosi, Lindsay Ganjatano, Martine Garcia Ortiz, Crystal Garcia, Gabriela Garcia, Roberto Garcia, Belen Garibay, Micaela Gaxiola, Noor Ghani, Tyler Gibson, Loveleen Gill, Ximena Gomero. Alec Gonzalez. Jackson Gonzalez. Jade Gonzalez. Jonathan Grave. Cynthia Guerrero. Daniel Gutierrez. Hector Gutierrez. Jacob Hansen. Kevin Harmon. Najma Hassan. Jacob Hatch. Adriana Hay. Maya Heffernan. Samantha Herlihy. McKenna Hernandez Betancourt. Alondra Herrera Alvarez. Robert Hill. Maxwell Hinch. Aiden Lavacek. John Holland. Andrew Hooks. Jack Howard. Sarah Howard. Jamie Hui. George Hu. Kalila Inko. Nathaniel Yeager. Nicholas Jensen. Nayeli Jimenez Orozco. Alejandra Johnson. Christopher Juarez. Montana Juarez. Janie Kamaka. Nicholas Kentner. Sydney Keshbad. Charles Kewish. Sean Kibbe. Saren Kim. Trevor King. Felipe Kishimoto Alcantara Vieira. Nicholas Nosala. Clenita Cochumon. Dominic Kubica. Allison Lamb. Mayan Lamb. Consuelo Lara. Damian Lawson Thomas. Darren Lee. Charlie Leon. Kira Lewandowski. Kristen Lee. Christy Lee. Vicky Lee. Elena Lim. Terrence Lim. Simone Lofaso. Avery Lofquist. Norma Lopez Naranjo. Alejandro Lopez. Alexa Lopez. Daniel Lopez. Elian Lopez. Jake Lavecchio. Jasmine Lugo Villarreal. Ryan Luke. Andy Lou. Elizabeth Lyle. Caitlin Lyle. Shawen Liu. Paul Mock. Jesse Madayag. Angeline Madriaga. Sarah Magana. Megan Magnuson. Mario Maldonado Aguilar. Vincent Mancera. Mateo Mariaca. Mara Martinez Almanza. Carlos Martinez. Jeremiah Martinez. Julie Martin. Leah Mateo. Devin McCusker. Nathan McDonald. Nicholas McDougall. Shalimar McGinnis. Matthias McWilliam. Katie Meager. Adriana Medina. Natalia Medina. Jessica Mendez. Alondra Mendoza Rodriguez. Alexa Mendoza. Austin Messaros. Alexa Miller. Brittany Maceo. James Moffett. Rachel Moore. Michaela Morris. Joseph Mosher. Cannon Moyer. Jason Muleman. Ronel Andre Murillo. Sophia Murray. Azioma Indonyema. Rosalind Navarez. Carmela Neves. Elise Nguyen. Henry Nguyen. Jeremy Nguyen. Catherine Nguyen. Lisa Nguyen. Preston Nguyen. Ryan Nguyen. Joshua Nickerson. Kiana Nielsen. John Norwood. Mason Nunes. Miranda Nunes. Patrick O'Neill. Andrew Oliver. Alexis Olvera. Melvin Uy. Eric Ortiz. Aaron Osborne. Monique Arcariot. Troy Pagkalinawan. James Pack. David Parent. Alexis Parrish. Stephen Parker. Melina Paulus. Alexander Persini. Sebastian Pereira. Raul Perez Cruz. Hannah Pfefferlin. Caitlin Picardo. Alejandro Ponce. Jeremiah Puente Rodriguez. Gabriel Cajano. Josefina Ramirez Manguya. Francisco Ramirez Vareas. Angel Ramirez. Gonzalo Ramirez. Isabella Ramirez. Rogelio Ramirez. Jorge Rangel. Justin Rashid. Jesse Redmond. Maria Redmond. Joshua Reichel. Selena Reyes. Giovanni Rizzo. Christian Rodriguez Martinez. Anna Romero Gomez. Amber Rooney. Athena Ruvalcaba. Rohit Saini. Dorsa Salili. Baltaj Sanhu. Elizabeth Santos. Shane Sawyer. Madeline Schrafer. Andrew Schwarzenbach. Jordan Sheets. Saim Sheik. Nicholas Shoemate. Eric Shoden. Oliver Sholand. Hannah Guslin. Salim Smahi. Gray Soares. Catherine Somavia. Mackenzie Spang. Courtney Spisak. Cameron Storley. Josiah Sutherland. Caleb Sweat. Dawson Sweat. Maxim Sitchov. Justin Ta. Matthew Teckel. Emily Tercero. Alina Tomasco. Kiana Tan. Frank Torres. Mario Torres. Alan Tran. Dean Tran. Thieu Kang Truong. Travis Turnipseed. Heido Uribe. TJ Valencourt. Brianna Valdez. Emily Valea. Jessica Valencia Gregorio. Christian Valencia. Raymond Valles. Sadie Vargas Feria. Giselle Vera. Sienna Verdun. Alejandro Victorino. Marissa Villanueva. Ethan Vu. Kevin Vu. Delaney Weeks. Matthew Wilder. Peyton Whithouse. Orion Woods. Treston Yetzo. Angelique Young. Assad Yousafzai. Edward Zamora. Brian Zarate. Tessa Zong. Cameron Zorio.
Superintendent and trustees of the Morgan Hill Unified School District Board of Education, it is my pleasure and honor to certify that these graduates, upon receiving their diplomas, have successfully met the graduation requirements set forth by the district. Graduates, please rise. You have worked hard to complete our graduation requirements. As a symbol of moving on to the next phase of your life, you may now shift your tassels to the left. Faculty, family members, and friends, I present to you the Sobrato High School Class of 2020.